Hi, my name is Ashley Williams, and I am presenting to you the Improvement Project Plan, my personal project for healthcare quality management class for Dr. Morgan's class. Excuse me. My project goal is to safely lower my A1C within a 3-month period. My team members are Dr. Janet Day, Frederick Williams, Brandy Smith, Frederick Williams Jr., and Ashley Williams, myself. Step one, identifying the problem. So my problem was, my aim is to lower the blood sugar from the A1 hemoglobin A1C average of 15, meaning that the sugars are 400 plus, to a 10 to start with, which is 250 or less within a 3-month period. I expect by working, excuse me, it's loading. Okay, excuse me for that. I expect to lower this because I'm trying to slow down any other health complications that could arise from uncontrollable diabetes. Because this could I've nearly had a heart attack. Been diagnosed with ketoacidosis. Could even possibly get into a diabetic coma or even death, result in death. So it's very important that I try to work on getting this number lowered. Some observations that I made was reasons why I'm in where I am, and I haven't been able to live the life that I want to live because I've been so concerned about what others think as far as my sugar levels go, or having to pull out insulin in the middle of us going on a major trip or something, or having to stop and get questioned about why am I carrying needles and insulin pens or glucose meter with lances in it. That's not safe when you're trying to go into an event and you have to be checked. It's other points, sometimes in my life, I wouldn't even take my medication. So this has become a problem in causing other health complications. So I'm trying to focus on getting those high levels, those high blood sugars lowered, as well as trying to keep my weight down. And with the diabetes being controlled, that tends to hurt you on the side of being with weight gain. So I'm trying to, get to the point where I can safely say I'm healthy. Out of 24 years, I haven't been healthy. And so year 25, I want to be healthy. I want to be where I'm not taking insulin and only taking maybe just a few pills to control my diabetes instead of having to spend so much money because it's so expensive. Insulin is very expensive, guys, and gals and guys. It's very expensive. So, I want to be able to get to that point to say, hey, I don't have to spend $100 here on my copay, or $300 on this particular medicine on my copay, not even just the medicine, just on the copay. It's expensive. So I want to get to that point where I can say, hey, I'm spending $300. I can go and, go on a trip or something, or spend something on my child or my husband, improve my house. It's things that I would like to do besides use medication, pay for medication. But anyway, the problem has affected my nerves. Sometimes I have nerve damage, or my vision can become blurry. So we've identified the problem as myself, Ashley Williams, not taking my medication in a timely manner, or even skipping my medication, as well as being able to check my blood glucose level. Um, you know, Stress, when you're stress can cause a lot of things. Stress can cause your sugar levels to go up. Um, and I want to be able to not be in that predicament, that position. I want to be able to, um, you know, be at a point where I can say I am somebody. I am Ashley Williams without saying I am a diabetic. You know. people don't know that I am to this extent unless they say, oh, well, why is she shaking or why is her sugar dropping? I want to be at the point where I'm stable. Um, the focus here, we don't have the correct education classes for these conditions at all. I mean, Columbus, Mississippi, if you're in this area, there is not, anybody that knows Columbus, no, there is not an endocrinologist here. Or even if you didn't know, there is not an endocrinologist here who is a specialist of diabetes and metabolism. Excuse me. These doctors focus mainly on the endocrine system, pancreas. They study this. They know the medication. They know what works for your body. They know what doesn't work for your body. Unlike some of the doctors here who would just say, oh, well, you need this kind of medication. You need that kind of medication. They don't study that. They don't know. They may try to say, oh, well, this insulin will work, but how do they know until you try it and then you get sick, which could end up, leaving you in a bad situation, even death. I started September the 12th on a new medication called Tresiba. The doctor, Dr. Day, has taken me in on the 14th and I wore a probe actually on the 11th, October the 11th. I went in and had an eye probe installed in my stomach. And from the October 12th until October 14th, I had to wear this probe. It was about that big around, and it stuck out on the side of my stomach. I wore it for, like I said, 3 days. It measured my sugar levels morning and night, every 5 minutes, and it checked the sick. What are her sugar levels? Are they dropping too low? Are they too high? There was a baseline. Once that baseline, were my numbers above that baseline or below? It checked, when I ate, did it run my sugar up too high during that time period, or did it gradually go up, or did it gradually go down? It took care, it checked everything. There has not been, out of 24 years, there has not been an endocrinologist who has sat down and taken the time to say, this is what I can do for you. Let's see where you are so that I can put you where you need to be. If you want to be able to live a healthier life, let me help you. And I have not had a doctor to do that. And so with that being said, this improvement plan could not have come at a better time for me to work on this, to get things in order. My husband, he's more accountable than anybody for me. He knows me better than I know myself sometimes. He has been a great supporter. I've also asked him a couple questions. That's what I'm looking at to tell you. I asked him a couple questions when I interviewed him. What are you doing to hold Ashley accountable for her goals? And he said, I made her show me her logbook and her glucose meter, where I can go back and see if she's telling me the truth or not. I get up with her each morning to make sure she is taking her medication before work. I also make sure she's packing lunch, make sure she has her medicine to go with her as well as her meter. That's more important. That's the most important thing. Make sure that I carry my insulin with me at all times. I asked him, does he see a change in me from September 12th? And he does. I was very aggressive, very mean, very angry, very disoriented. This is not myself. And that could be ugly, especially when you have a child. We wanted to measure the outcome, identify the outcome, which was being able to keep that A1C down. I need to get it to 6, but right now I'm just working from 15 to 10. Once I get it to 10, then we'll discuss that later. But I want to be able to slow down any other health complications, because diabetes is the #1 leader in causing other health problems: kidney failure, renal failure, eyesight, hypertension, liver disease, limbs being cut. It's a lot of things that diabetes causes. And I want to be able to not be in that level. So in mine, I was able to identify the process. Like I said, in mid October, I know that the new medication works. I know that I can get to where I need to be. From a month's time, my A1C went from a 15 to a 7.3, which meant my sugar levels were like around 170, which is awesome, amazing, almost to the point that I'm not a diabetic. I don't know if it's still there at that point, but that's where I want to continue to keep it. And by doing it, I need to be able to exercise. I need to be able to eat healthy. I need to be able to keep my medications. Those are some of the changes, the ideas that taking my Tresiba, checking my blood sugar levels on time, being on a timely manner, and that's something that was identified as a, during this process, was it something that I didn't recognize, and it was, I was so focused on trying to get my blood sugar lower that I didn't even pay attention that, I noticed that, and I say not pay attention, but I didn't pay attention as far as the weight gain. Weight gain came on. Once you get that sugar control, your weight goes up. And that was one of the issues that I really want to work towards on my next plan, is keeping that, being able to keep my blood sugar lower and be able to not get that weight gain on. As far as was my predictions, or what did the observations, that was not part of the plan, and that was being able to take that medication at a certain time of the day, daily, that helps level out the blood sugar. That was definitely not part of the plan. So long as, like, if I take a blood sugar reading at 6 o'clock in the morning and then take an insulin and eat breakfast, at 12, I need to do the same thing. So I'm balancing. That's 6 hours. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, breakfast, lunch, dinner, breakfast, lunch, dinner. Because in the morning, I also take 1 dose of Tresiba along with the Novolog. So I had to learn between managing that. So my next plan is to hold myself accountable for being able to get that A1C level down, to maintain that A1C level under 10, and then work on trying to focus it on keeping it at 6 or below 6, so that in the next 6 to 12 months, I can look back and say, hey, I am not on insulin, and I am only taking pills to manage my diabetes. And that's where I want to be, because there's more money in my pocket as well as my family pocket. As far as like Brandy Smith, she goes from state to state. She travels the U.S. She brings back different ideas for lowering my blood sugar, as well as my husband. He's very responsible on keeping me where I need to be, even though I don't listen sometimes. He keeps me to where I need to be, as well as Frederick Jr., who's my son. He focuses on, I wouldn't be able to do none of this without him. He is my reasoning for being healthier. Again, I hope I said something or did something in this presentation that can help you and your family members get a better understanding of diabetes, and as far as lowering their A1C. Again, my name is Ashley Williams, and this is my personal project. Thank you.